Life is moving fast. There are many things we can't control, but so many that we can. A recent best-selling book by John Mark Comer, The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry, has a title that's a sermon in itself. Where do we even start to eliminate the rat wheel of hurry pushed on us by culture? It's overwhelming. We've talked about pockets of alone time, but I think the step beyond that is a weekly Sabbath. A time where it's just you and God. Time alone with yourself to rest, reflect, and prepare for what's to come. People always talk to me about a Sabbath. I just had no idea what it meant. I didn't even want to know. But plainly put, we won't get too theological, too deep, too historical, but a Sabbath is a full day of rest. Rest is work. I've discovered it takes more intentionality to rest than it does to work. The Bible actually commands stillness. Surrender your anxiety, be still, and realize that I am God. You must establish a rhythm, the same day or night each week. The thought that your Sabbath must be on Sunday is not my personal belief. You have to find a time that works for you. For me, a lot of it is on Sunday, but I don't get frustrated if something comes up and I need to move it to another day. You can put these plans and rhythms in place without making them rules that can never be broken. I reached a point in my life where I was exhausted and overwhelmed. I had nothing else to give. I was getting plenty of sleep, but why was I empty? I realized that just because I was sleeping didn't mean I was resting. I got a full night's sleep, but I spent all of my waking hours running and anxious. I believe that we all rest our bodies, but do we rest our minds? For me, a true Sabbath is resting the mind. I constantly work my mind and creativity every day at work. I need something that frees my mind. Since I work a lot more with my mind, resting is actually working out my body. I'll go for a hike, swim, or a run. This is mental rest for me. So nice. If your job is more manual labor, your body may be exhausted and you need to work your mind by reading or learning. You simply have to find what works for you. Laying on your back alone and in silence is not rest for everyone, and that's okay. It's a myth that resting is doing nothing. That's why so many people find the idea of rest unattractive. Some things I love are movies on Sundays, sauna and swimming at the Y, morning reading, Epsom salt baths. After this video, you should make a list of things that you want to try. Here's an easy definition of a Sabbath. Anything that brings stillness to your body and soul. You must do what fills you up and refreshes your soul. In the Gospel of Mark, Jesus and the disciples were so busy and surrounded by people that they couldn't even sit down to eat. Jesus said to his disciples, "Come, let's take a break and find a secluded place where you can rest a while." They slipped away and left by sailboat for a deserted spot. Everything in your sphere is going to resist this place of rest. Jesus did get in the boat and he left, but all those people still followed after him. Everyone is filled with urgency and willing to quickly rush you into what they want for you. But what do you need? What practices do you need to implement to live a full life? Only you know what truly fills you up. When you first sit down to rest, your phone will ring, the kids will scream, and your dog will run around the house. Something will happen. There will be plenty of opportunities to leave that place of rest. Prepare and plan for these interruptions. Decide now, I'm not going to give in when the opportunity comes. When it seems like, oh, I got to do that one more thing for work. Don't give in. Just stay in that place of rest. I love at the end of Mark chapter 6, it says, let's find a place and rest for a while. For those of you that are driven, hard workers, rest is just for a while. You can embrace stillness and inactivity because you know it's temporary. Rest doesn't mean that you'll never be exhausted. There are busier seasons of life. That's just how it is. Developing a Sabbath helps you to avoid that place as much as possible. It's proactively resisting burnout. One thing that's important to understand is that the time is now. You don't need another book, self-help video, or teaching to begin to practice your Sabbath. You can start today. Not perfectly, but by simply bringing the best you can. Go ahead and write it down. Put it in your calendar and return to rest. As we move forward with the channel, Get in the comments. Get in that section. I literally read every single comment. Tell me what you want to see more of. Tell me what you want to hear more of. I'm so grateful. I get so many ideas from that. If you want to receive free messages and updates from me, click on the link below. Also, in order to see our videos as soon as they're posted, subscribe to the channel as we all learn and grow together.